Baby, just say you don't know how to braid. Why need to call CPS? You can't put cheese on everything. She was standing on business. I love me an economically smart man. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Riah. So today we are filming Twitter talks. It's been a very long time since I did a sit-down video, and I'm actually filming on my phone today. So let me know what you think. I don't know if my camera was charged, and I was like, we're not even gonna worry about it. So I have my little drink here. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Riah. I do a lot of different types of videos. If you see dust in the air, it's because this room doesn't get used often. So, sorry. But, and I also just use a paper towel, so like the little thingies are, whatever. Anyway, so I do vlogs mainly, which I'm trying to transition from doing less vlogs and more sit-down videos. But I do vlogs, I do shopping hauls, I do Twitter talks, which is basically unpopular opinions, but my own version. Before people started doing unpopular opinions, I was doing Twitter talks. Which Twitter talks is basically where I come on here, I'll have screenshots, posts, links, whatever, to different posts that I've seen not only on Twitter, X, my bad, X, just kidding, we're still calling it Twitter. Anyways, on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, everything. Anywhere I find something that I'm like, I want to talk about this, I'll screenshot it, save it, like I said, send myself the link, and I'll come on here and talk about it while I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage. This is a beatbox mixed with some lemonade. It was the iced tea beatbox, and then I also have some tequila, so that if I finish the beatbox and we're still going, I can grab some lemonade, throw the tequila, mix her up, and get a bang out of life. So we're just gonna get right on into it because I feel like I already was talking a lot and I still haven't even mentioned anything. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, double tap, triple tap, everything, and yeah, let's get into the video. They said, so braiders can't braid without gel anymore, which is a good point. Because when I was growing up and getting my box braids done, shout out to Braids by True. If you're in California, in the LA area, Pasadena area, hit up Braids by True. I'm telling you, she's gonna get you right. She's been braiding my hair since like middle school. When I had the braids, remember when I was in high school, y'all, if you know, you know, and I had the braids down to my booty. They was like down, like, got to the most, but they was down my booty, period. She did those, and she's been doing my braids for years. So shout out to Braids by True, but I don't think Miss Braids by True was using gel. I don't know if she uses now, but I don't recall her using gel. And I just think that that's like, why can't y'all braid without gel? I've seen people use like grease or less jam or like jam, whatever, but I ain't seen nobody need to use gel. I use gel because I'm not a braider and I'm trying to get the formulation as good as I can get it. Well, actually, I don't use gel. I use jam, but either way, that is a very great question. I also seen that there's some braiders who require you to have your hair flat ironed so that they can braid it. Baby, just say you don't know how to braid. Just say you don't know how to tuck it in. Like, anyway, let me not drag the braider's shell because I can really braid my own hair. So let me just zip my lip. So basically, the main screenshot that is there is 4 screenshots of this lady, right? And this girl reposted those 4 screenshots as a tweet herself, and she said OMG with a whole bunch of question marks and exclamation points. And so this girl, I'm gonna read you the tweet that she put. So she put, one tweet that she put was, it'd be so weird seeing my son's little wee wee on hard and he's only 3. Which, like, did you just call a 3-year-old's wee wee hard? What? This is his mother, by the way. The next one said, well, I got my robe on because my son's gonna be all on me tonight. No, well, I got my robe on because my son's gonna be all on me in a little bit. Another one she said is, my son think I'm his lady when we sleep. And then the last one was like the skapa to ma, mana, whatever, which was the basically like give your opinion thing, and it's a screenshot of a what's that thing called? It's a screenshot of a oh my god, what is it called? A circumcision. Y'all, I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right, I'm struggling. But you know how boys get circumcised when they're like little boys or whatever? She posted that, the Scott Patu mom, you guys know what I'm trying to say, the opinion, say your opinion thing. And she basically put, I'm just remembering off of like my memory because I didn't screenshot it well. But she basically put, I had my son get this done when he was young or something like that. Like, she didn't want it to be any other way or whatever she was saying. But because of those other posts, her saying, like, maybe if one of these posts were independent and there was no other weird post, it would be like, okay, whatever. But with all these four together, it's just like, ma'am, should we come pick him up? Do I need to call CPS? Like, what is going on? And so this boy quoted it, and he said, the same crowd that tried to nail me to a cross when I said calling your son the man of the house is emotional incest. Boy moms are some of my least favorite people. And now I'm like, whoa. This is too much. Because why is he saying that? And so this lady said, as a man, your mom wasn't a boy mom, question mark. Or because if a B is acting weird with her son, just say that. Don't categorize us. I don't like that, which I agree. And then he said, no, my mother wasn't a boy mom. Not only because she has daughters, but because she didn't treat me or my brother like her husband. She already has relationships with men her age. I don't know. My thing is just like, I'm probably going to cut some of that out because it's not relevant to the, like, everything. But I don't like how, because one person who says, I'm a boy mom is being basically sexualizing her son, that we now have to say people who use the term boy mom or girl dad are sexualizing their child or being inappropriate. Like, that's not fair, because girl dad and like boy mom are supposed to be these cute, endearing, fun terms. And of course people misuse things. People misuse things all the time. So why do we have to lump anyone who says I'm a boy mom into something negative? Like, my dad has 3 daughters and a son. So I feel like him saying I'm a girl dad would be totally fine, especially because the majority of his children are girls, and which required him to be a specific type of father in order to reach his daughters and in order to have a certain type of bond with his daughters. If he was just a boy dad, he would operate differently. And in our case, my dad's last child is the first boy. So he's a girl dad. Point blank period, he's a girl dad. Of course he has a son and he's a boy dad too, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, he's a girl dad. And me calling my dad a girl dad does not mean that me and my dad have this inappropriate relationship, or, you know what I'm saying, the vibes are off or anything. And same thing with my stepdad. His first 2 children, biological children, are girls, and his last child is a boy. So and then he has 3 additional girls as his daughters, and my cousin Audrey, she lumps in right with us. So basically he has me, my 2 sisters, his 2 biological daughters, and my cousin. He's got 6 out of 8 kids are girls. He's a girl dad. That doesn't mean anything nasty. That doesn't mean anything inappropriate. If anything goes left, I'm calling one of my dads, point blank period. If something wrong with my car, if something done went left, if I got a question about something, I'm calling one of my dads. They're girl dads. Why does that have to be inappropriate? Why does that have to be a negative connotation? Do you get what I'm saying? People need to stop projecting what they have experienced or what they have seen onto other people, which I know I'm not talking, y'all. I wish I could explain, but yeah, projection has definitely got me into a lot of trouble in the last couple weeks, but we'll get into that in another video. But people really need to work on their projecting, and we all need to collectively enroll in therapy together. Like, let's all get together. What's today's date? It's October 24th. Let's all get together on November 1st, and we're going to enroll in therapy together. Okay? Like, we ride out at dawn. Like, we need to go get ourselves together, because this is getting out of control. Like, you are projecting onto everybody on Twitter. Get you a diary, please. Please. And if you really feel that passionate, print the tweet out, glue it into your diary, and write what you think right there, baby. There's no character limit, no nothing. Does Twitter have a character limit anymore? Anyway, I'm sorry, but y'all gotta get together. What meal traumatized you as a kid? Pork chops, green beans, broccoli with cheese, broccoli in general. What else? Asparagus. Do these things count? I don't like any of this stuff. Just traumatized. Like, I'm not eating this. It stinks. It doesn't taste delicious. You put cheese on broccoli and it still tastes like broccoli. What are we doing? You can't put cheese on everything. You cannot do that. Pork chops is definitely one. Pork chops used to give me heartburn. Like, why am I a child getting heartburn? Why are we eating pork chops? But we didn't have pork chops like crazy. Basically, my mom told me that the reason why we started having pork chops like for a consistent time was because when me and my dad, see, Lord, y'all, going back to the thing I just talked about. Not with me and my dad. When my mom and my dad were married, my dad doesn't eat pork. So my mom would never make pork chops because he doesn't eat pork. So she wouldn't make them. So once they divorced, my girl was frying up some pork chops, period. She's like, I finally can make pork chops in peace. So she was making pork chops for a while, but I don't like pork chops to this day. There's nothing I can do with a pork chop. What else? Red sauce enchiladas, traumatized. I don't know what it is about them, but I just can't. I can't do it. Yeah, somebody else commented milk. Agreed. Can't do milk either. It's like when you drink milk, you expect it to be delicious, and then you're like, this is disgusting. Only time I would drink milk was in like cereal when it was sweet because the cereal was in it, or chocolate milk. I'm not doing all that nasty cow milk straight out the gallon. Spare me. That is disgusting. And then the two that I left on the post itself, I said hamburger helper, because who was eating hamburger helper? We only had hamburger helper like probably like twice. That's it. I'm not doing that ever again. And then green beans. Green beans were my literal worst nightmare. I used to, like, when my mom would make vegetables, she would be literally like, you're gonna sit there and eat these vegetables. And I would just be like, bro, I can't do this. Because it was just like, I wouldn't eat any vegetables. Like, I literally became anemic at some point as a child because I was not eating vegetables. Like, there was nothing that they can do that to make me eat vegetables. There was literally nothing they can do. I would literally get the broccoli, put it in my mouth, run to the bathroom, because I had to go to the bathroom all of a sudden, spit it in the toilet, flush it down the toilet, and come back to my seat. And like my mom would be like, you only have to eat 2 or 3 pieces of it, like 2 little trees of it. So I would be like, all right, I'm gonna just have to do this a few times until I can get it gone. So I remember one time I did the one run to the bathroom, I chewed some up, got a napkin, spit it out, put it in the trash, and I think I just had 1 tree left, and I think I ended up chewing that one up. So yeah, I was plotting and scheming, but baby, that is just not. Like, if my child don't want no vegetables, I can't even judge them. I'm going to just put it in their smoothie for breakfast, and that's the way that they're going to have to get their vegetables because there's no chance. There's no chance. I'm not doing it. These tweets are actually from Miss Jackie Aina, and they were old, but I found them because I guess when Beyonce went on tour, Miss Jackie Aina had got her some tickets to go to the concert. Like, I think she went to the concert, and people were like, isn't this the same Jackie Aina? So the tweet said, I think at this point people buy Beyonce's album just because she's Beyonce. Her music isn't even that great anymore. Sorry, Beowulf fans. Did I say that? And that was June 30th, 2011. And then the other one says, I tell brands, a guaranteed positive review isn't a review. That's an endorsement. If that's all you want, go do a commercial and call Beyonce. And that was October 16th. I'm sorry. I'm still saying the date wrong. October 21st, 2016. And I'm just like, first of all, what is your beef with Beyonce, Miss Jackie Aina? And second of all, did you forget you tweeted these things? Did you think that the girls were not going to eat your ass up when they see you at the Beyonce concert years later? Like, y'all got to stand on what you say or come back and discuss that you changed your mind, especially as an influencer, because we remember what you were saying, man. We remember. We literally have screenshots, receipts, everything. Like Queen Naja, I love her. I think she's great. I think she's cute. She's funny, whatever. But that girl stood on her, she was standing on business when she said that she would never get body work done. Fast forward, probably a year or less later, I don't know what the timeline was, y'all. But she went and got her whole body done. She literally went and got her body done. But you literally said in a video, I would never get my body done, blah, 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 about not getting my body done. It started with liposuction because of your pregnancy or whatever the hell what happened. And then I guess the liposuction that she got or whatever she got done had lumps in it or something along those effects. I can't remember the specifics. And then she ended up going to get the BBL, or I don't even know what the procedure is called, but she got the bigger booty and reshaping and this, that, and the third. And, her stomach is flat and all that stuff. But you I don't remember if she ever went online and said, like, I know I said I would never get my body done, but blah, blah, blah. Like, one thing I'd be saying, I would never get my boobs done. I don't think I'll ever get my body done in general. But mark my words, if I'm saying that right now here in October 24th in 2023, and I decide, I kind of want to get my boobs done now, I'm coming back on this same internet and being like, y'all, remember how in October of 2023, I was preaching about how I would never get my body done? Y'all, it done hit me like a ton of bricks that I really am not sad, or whatever my reason is. Like, you can't just say something and think that nobody's going to remember that. We remember, man. We see you. We can literally see you. We can see you. Like, don't be a clown, please. But I don't know. Is that just my opinion? Leave me a comment if you agree. If you disagree, leave me a comment still. But y'all can't be lying. Like, you're a liar face. Anyway. Sorry. Shout out to Queen, though. We love Queen. Queen, if you ever need some extra writers, I got you, period. Let's take another chug. Okay. Next one. I thought this was funny. Kind of. So I seen this post and it was like, it's a screenshot of a hair appointment. I just spit. It's a screenshot of a hair appointment. She said, hey, hun, I got your number from your website. I love your work and can't wait to get the full effect. I wanted to ask before I booked, could you possibly open the 16th of September for 2:30 p.m. and I pay an extra $8 on my appointment? If not, I totally understand. The girl said no, and then she took a few minutes, and you know she took a few minutes because of the space in between the message. And then she said, money don't move me, boo. And so the girl said, okay, then, with some emojis, like laughing emojis and like a little scared face, like. And then she said, okay, then. She said, try a broke stylist because it ain't me. And the girl said, will do. And I just be trying to figure out, where do y'all get off with these nasty attitudes as people who are in like service world? Like, I don't know how to call it customer service, but beauty service world. Like, why are y'all so mean and hostile? Like, once she said no, that could have been the end of it. Or like, no, sorry, that's not something I do. Or, you know, my website discusses my squeezing policy, or whatever the case is. Or just saying, no, I'm not available that day or something. Why do you have to turn into try a broke stylist because it ain't me? Or even just after she said, no, money don't move me, boo. Once the girl said, okay, then maybe she could have just left it at that even. Like, why do y'all go so hard to go out of your way? Like, you literally went out of your way to respond again. You said no, took a few minutes, at least 1 minute, said, money don't move me, boo. And then when the girl said, okay, then, with the laughing emojis, you should have left it at that. Then you said another response to try a broke stylist because it ain't me. Why did you go out of your way to be nasty? I just don't get it. Like, folks really be on that. Like the girl who was talking about me on the group talking about your page is lackluster. Baby, my page can be rackluster. I don't care. Why did you go out of your way to tell me? Sure. Anyway. So the next thing I saw, and y'all tell me what you think, because I'm like, maybe I'm just damaged. I don't know. So this girl put this tweet and she said, y'all, I told this man I couldn't keep spending so much time in his house because working at his house without my screens is hard and I don't get as much work done. So he went ahead and bought me portable screens for my laptop. This doesn't feel real. Then she posted a screenshot and he said, miss you already. Then he said, I want a little more of your time, so I got your screens, baby. It should be here next week. He sends a screenshot of the confirmation order. And then he said, sorry, baby, but this is something I wanted to do because I know how vital your profession is. And although we have lots of fun and enjoy spending time with each other, I don't want to throw you off course. I'd like for you to stay on top of your work. And she was posting this as like an aw moment. Like, oh, he's so sweet. And I'm like, there's people in the comments. One girl said, that's a good man. Another one said, everyone's saying this is cute, but I only see red flags here. That's me. All I see is a big red flag. A big red flag. Because it's just like, my thing is this. Okay, maybe it's not a red flag yet. Which somebody said the self-projection in these comments. Whew. Baby, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right because I've experienced some toxic folk. I don't know. But my thing is just this. If this man got you those 2 screens or portable screens, right? And you decide, he's like, hey, babe, you know, say you woke up in the morning, you know, at your place and you're getting ready to log on or whatever. You know, you say you got a couple hours before work and it's time to log on soon in the next couple hours and you're still just getting ready. I feel like, good morning, babe. And then he's like, good morning, what time will you be here? And you're like, oh, I'm actually gonna work from home today. What is his reaction? Is his reaction, okay, sounds good, I'll see you after work? Or is his reaction, I bought you a portable screen so that you can come to my place and work? Why does he want your time so bad to the point where he like bought you the screen so that you could be with him all the time? Like, do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, it's not a matter of, like, if she decides that she wants to go work over there and he's cool with it, okay, cool. But like, if she says, I'm gonna stay home today, his reaction is what I'm worried about. Like, is his reaction gonna be, sounds good, see you later? Or is his reaction gonna be this entitlement of, I bought you the screen so you can be here, so be here? It's just not adding up for me. It's stressing me out for her. Like, ma'am. And she's talking about this is cute. Other folks talking about this is a good man. Baby girl, I don't know if I trust him as far as I can throw him. Truly, I don't know. But like I said earlier in this video, projection is definitely a problem. So girls can be straight projecting onto this poor man who's just trying to do something nice for his girl. You know, to each his own. I don't know. Couldn't be my man. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it could be my man, but like I said, if his reaction is, I bought you these screens, you know what? I would test it out before I even open the damn screens. I would test it out. I would come home. I wouldn't even set them screens up. Once I got to my house, I would be like I said, hey babe, I'm working from home today. And I would try it a few times before I opened up them screens so he could return it if he's on some, I bought you these screens so you can be at my house. Return the screens. And blocked. No, I'm just kidding. Probably not blocked, but just, this isn't gonna work out. Because baby, don't try to control me and tell me where I should be. If we live together, then I guess that's a different thing. But like, if we're in this early stage of, it sounds like the honeymoon stage, to be honest, because once again, I'm just reading into it further than what was actually on the screen. But it sounds like the honeymoon stage being that he's like, I want to be with you all the time, blah, blah, blah. So who knows? But girl, Savannah, run. Or test the waters before you open them screens, girl. Anyway, next one says, bitches be wearing 4K Chanel bags but cruising in a 2006 Honda. And then it said, B, your car don't even cost that much. So we know what that means. And then a lady quoted it and she said, and the reason they can buy the purse snookums is because, come on, you got this. Carry the one. And I'm like, y'all are so ridiculous. Like, girl, why are you worried about what bag and how much it costs somebody else is doing or wearing or what car they're driving? I think people need to remember, you do not wear your car outside of your car. Unless you're in high school with the lanyard on your neck looking like a fool trying to show everybody that you have keys to a car. Loser. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say loser. Because I guess being excited is being excited. But like, y'all, hang it up. If you are above the age of 20, no, 18, you shouldn't be worried about what car other people drive. Now, I can't even say that, because if a guy I'm dating at this age is driving a bucket, at least he has a car. And I hope he's using that car to get to work so he can save up so that if his bucket breaks down, he can get a new car. Which, like, I don't know. Technically, if it's a bucket, does that mean that it's for sure gonna break down, or does that just mean it's old? I don't know. But if this bucket is running, I mean, if it's a Honda, baby, I love me an economically smart man. So if my boo is whipping his 2006 Honda and he's living in a nice little car, I don't want him living in the car, I'm sorry. No, if he's living in a nice little house or whatever the case is, and he's driving his 2006 Honda, or he's wearing his Louis belt, Louis Gucci shirt, perfume, I don't know what these men be wearing, child. But if he's wearing his nice fit and his car's a 2006 Honda, we see where he likes to spend his money. What would be the problem with that? Same thing with the girl. If Miss Girl is wearing her 4K Chanel bag, it's clearly because her 2006 Honda is paid off. So she doesn't have to worry about a car payment, so she can spend her 4K on the Chanel bag. Let's use our thinking brains here and stop trying to be judgmental and trying to shame people because you feel like if somebody's wearing a Louis Vuitton purse and Louis Vuitton belt or whatever, that they should be walking into a Tesla. Maybe she doesn't have money for a Tesla. Maybe that's why she has money for the Chanel bag. Like, you're shallow, you're judgmental, and you're weird. And you need to worry about what you're driving, what you have on your shoulder. Because me, I don't have no purse over $25, $30, and I'm okay with that. I have a 2019 Honda Accord, so, I mean, you see where I like to spend my money. I'm paying a pretty penny for my Honda every month. To each his own, because people be forgetting cars have to come with car insurance. So my Honda payment with my car insurance, we're spending like a good $800 a month for this car, basically. Because my payment is like, we're spending close to 800. I think it's closer to 750, 775. But I'm paying a pretty penny for someone who's making the salary I'm making to have my car. But you're not gonna see me in Chanel, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada. Child, I don't even know. Did I get that right? Louis, Gucci. Not me singing the song. But you get what I'm saying? Like, worry about where you're spending your money. Period. Y'all are weird. Ooh, I can't wait to see y'all tell me what you think about this. It said, my child can't DoorDash, neither can the teacher. This is a quote. It says, if my child can't DoorDash, neither can the teacher. And then the person put, we truly lost the art of kids understanding they can't do what adults can do. If you can DoorDash, you can pack your child a lunch, Saint. And someone said, oh, brother, just say y'all hate y'all kids and go. And somebody else said, hate our kids because we understand the idea that it's not safe for hundreds of children to be ordering DoorDash to school. And I definitely agree with the perspective of kids probably should not be ordering DoorDash to school on their own. Maybe, how can I justify this? Maybe if it's their birthday, or if it's a matter of like some sort of special event, or that makes it a little bit better. But even then, it's very risky to just let any old body on campus or have people coming up to the school, because you never know. Like, for example, I know there's some campuses where, say the kid orders it on the right timing and they're the ones to receive the food directly from the person. If that person is not a good person, they know where that kid goes to school now. And say, excuse me, say that person has time. So say the lunchtime is at, I don't know, 11:30, right? Isn't that around the time lunch is, 11:30 or noon or something like that? And that person knows, okay, I just delivered it to this 16-year-old girl who is cute, or whatever nasty thoughts they have as pedophiles. And they come back at the time that school releases to scope this girl out, or whatever the case is. I've had DoorDashers, well, me as a DoorDasher myself that has gone and delivered food, I've literally had people message me like, hey, you look real good. Can I get your number, basically, after I delivered them their food. So because you can still message after you deliver the food for a little bit. I don't know actually how long you can message for, which I haven't been on the app for like a couple months now. So if it changed, it changed. But you can still contact that person. So it does create opportunity, and you don't want nothing to happen to your kid. And even if nothing happens, why would you even want opportunity for that to happen? Anything weird to happen. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth it. Like, pack your kid a lunch, or send them lunch money, or drop off the food yourself. Like, why are we making this a thing? Or I mean, even if it's that serious, correlate something with one of the teachers even. Some teachers are cool. Some teachers will literally order the food for your child. I don't know, man. There's some cool teachers out there. Not everybody is a cool teacher, I know that. But I'm just saying there's ways around this, and to have random strange people coming to your child's school to bring them food, especially if your kid is the type of kid who has their own debit card. Because by the time I was in high school, I had my own debit card, obviously my own phone, so I could order whatever I wanted if there was money on my account. So if your kid is one of those kids, you don't even know that they're ordering food to school and random strangers are coming to meet them. So like, which is a whole nother problem, obviously, because if the parent has no idea, they have no idea. But hopefully they can see the transactions and be like, you've been ordering food to school and random strangers see where you go to school at? What is going on? You know, but like, I don't know. I just think that people are so comfortable with like how they were saying, oh, just say you hate kids and go. No, it's not about hating kids. It's about trying to protect your kids. There's so much opportunity, especially right now in this current climate and in this current world. Like, when your kid goes into their room and closes the door, you're so used to like, or even, no, take it one step further. When your kid comes home from school and locks the door behind them to go into their house, before it would be like, okay, we locked the door, the predators are outside. Now, the predators are outside and inside, because they may lock the door, but they still have phones, iPads, tablets, computers, laptops, where all these people are still having access to them. There's people who create Tinder profiles and they're not old enough to have a Tinder profile, but they're faking their age on the app. Like, there's too many opportunities for things to happen. So it's like, why even help the situation by letting your kid order food to school? With you knowing, if kids are gonna sneak, they're gonna sneak, which kids sneak all the time. But it's like, let's use our thinking brains and just give our kids lunch money, or send them with food, or like I said, prioritize you dropping the food off to them, or whatever the case may be. Like, finding one of the teachers that you could trust to help coordinate that so that the teacher's getting the food, whatever that looks like. Truly, whatever that looks like. I know some schools really have terrible lunch, so I get it. But like, use your thinking brain, please. Like, that's my message. Like, come on, y'all. We gotta do better.